Call to member for Riverina.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. The importance of Australia's relationships with our key allies. There could be no more important subject than to be discussing in today's matter of public importance debate. It's appropriate, it's timely. In politics, as in life, Deputy Speaker, sincerity is everything. Say what you mean what you say. Don't say it if you don't mean it. If you post it, stand by it. If you say it, stick by it. And whilst I appreciate views may change over years, sudden changes of heart for whatever convenient or inconvenient circumstance are a little less believable. Which brings me to the interesting scenario that Australia's ambassador to the United States of America, former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd, finds himself in. Quite a predicament, all of his own making. You see, Mr Rudd has only just removed negative comments that he posted about President-elect Donald Trump from his social media. Only just now. Now, some might say, well, at least he's done it. Some might say, better late than never. But it's only happened in hours just gone. Why has it taken Mr Rudd until today to delete posts about Mr Trump? Oops. Mr Rudd was appointed as our envoy to the US in December 2022. That's almost 2 long years ago, and a lot has happened since that time. In June 2020, Mr Rudd described Mr Trump as the most destructive president in history. He drags America and democracy through the mud. He thrives on fomenting, not healing, division. And he went on and on. Now, wouldn't you just think, given Mr Trump has long been a Republican candidate and their nominee for the election, just decided, that Mr Rudd might have, just might have, considered those posts and just thought, perhaps I should take them down. Maybe he might have thought about it months ago, weeks ago, days ago, but no, he's left it until today to do it. And you know why? Because I reckon he hung on to those beliefs. I reckon he's still of that view. And now, as the dust settles on the Trump versus Kamala Harris presidential election, we have this anti-Trump government scrambling to somehow, some way, make amends. Supposedly make things right. Pretend as though commentary in years past, recent times, just didn't happen. But they did. And the Prime Minister has also been backtracking after his 2017 strongly held and strongly expressed views on Mr Trump, and they've just embarrassingly emerged on the eve of the US poll. Oops. A big, big oops. But then, even then, the now PM, let's face it, was a senior parliamentarian. Now, he'd been around for more than 20 years when he made those comments. He was someone who was a shadow minister in an opposition with a credible, at least they thought so, chance of forming the next government. So what happens next is that just recently we've had the Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Affairs Minister hurriedly dispatched to go and smooth things over, as if it were with Mike Pompeo, tipped to be the US Secretary of State in a future Trump administration. And you can just imagine the writing instructions, the briefing. Quick, go and patch things up. Tidy it up for us. Be nice. Do nice. Pretend as though we care. I rather prefer the diplomatic attitude of former Prime Minister Tony Abbott, who offered a very, very good description in his very well-written op-ed in today's Australian. And he said, even in today's even more fraught and perilous world, with aggressive dictatorships united in their hatred of the West and determined to overthrow the Pax Americana, which until recently had made the world more free, more fair, more safe, and more rich for more people than any time before in human history, it's more important than ever that Australia stand with America and do whatever we reasonably can to help like-minded countries under deadly threat. And he's right, of course, and I do worry, given the the Leader of the Greens question in question today, what will happen to our relationship with our key ally, the US, if we have a minority Labor Greens government next time round?